house hunting series ep 5, and this is the last one. Hallelujah. Right, have you all recovered from the last video? Trust me, we were shocked too. But anyways, moving on, we then visited another property in Northampton, and this one, ooh, we loved it. It was spacious, the outside was really nice, and even though it needed some cosmetic work, I could see the vision. This house had so much potential. We were happy with the size of the living room. You can't really see the size in this video, but let me just insert a picture. I really loved this house and I can really see myself and my family living there. In terms of size, it was 1,400 square feet, the biggest property we've seen so far. Here we were going down to the basement. I don't know what was down here before, but the estate agent said it could easily be turned into a home gym or a home office. The kitchen was a bit small, but as the dining room was next door, we'd have the option of knocking down the wall to turn it into a kitchen diner. Overall, I genuinely fell in love with this house, and my husband really liked it too, so we put in an offer. Now, usually this is where the video would end, but it doesn't. What now, I hear you ask? Well, after we submitted the offer, my husband told me he wasn't 100% sure about Northampton. He just felt it was too quiet and that there wasn't much going on. Now, obviously, this is both of our decision. We're building a life together, so it was important that we both felt good about where we'd be living. So we pulled out of the offer. I won't lie, I was so gutted, but I didn't want to force him to move somewhere that didn't feel right for him. So it felt like we were starting all over again, but not quite, because by now we had a better idea of what we really wanted. We'd ruled out Milton Keynes and Northampton, but then we realized we hadn't even looked at any older builds in Milton Keynes. So back we went, viewed a few more properties, but still didn't find what we were looking for. The area we were focused on, Bletchley, just didn't work for us. The houses just felt too small and there just wasn't much value for money. My husband really tried to convince me about Milton Keynes, but even he had to admit that the house prices and the sizes just weren't making sense. That's when we turned our attention to Kent. Now, Kent made sense for a few reasons. My husband's family live in South London, and it's about an hour's drive from there to the Medway towns. The transport links are solid, straight train from London Victoria, and we also have friends in a community that are already there. We started looking around the Medway towns and we were pleasantly surprised. The houses were cheaper than what we've seen before, and the spaces were much bigger, like a proper family home. And that, my friends, is where our journey led us. We bought our home in Kent. Thank you so much for watching and following our journey. We're now in the moving process, and if you'd like a renovation series or how we make this house a home, let me know in the comments and I'll bring you along for that too.